Hey everybody, we're back. It's alright, we'll get the scoreboard. They kept changing it on us. We got John Pei Pompey versus Kuhn Dao. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Jeff, Matt. I think we're going to have Ben sit in with me on this one. And then I think I'm probably heading home for the night after this match. I will be back first thing in the morning. Dry break. I think Kuhn does have a shot at this one ball. I don't think it's completely blocked. It's got some work to get down to that 2 ball below the 5. That'll work. Nice shot. I think we're back tomorrow for 11 a.m. Nice check he put on that ball to come straight back out for the 3. Thanks, Paul. Back and forth. Nice shot. Tried to cheat a little bit to bounce back off the rail for that 5 and rattled it. I think John will probably clean up. And you saw him move that 7 was not right there, but bad miss by John. I think moving those balls rattled him. It is cue ball fouls only. Paul watching from Chambersburg, 11:30 p.m. We are 9:30 here, Mountain Standard Time. These guys better smarten up here. We'll have to kick them off the stream table. We got Ben going to join us here. Back in. I don't think Ben plays till tomorrow, but he'll fill you in on all that. So this is a 7 that was moved that was actually below that pocket on that top rail.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, Ben.
Still caught the first game here. Perfect.
Yeah, we're shooting this 7 that's way out of position from where it was. John leaned over the table and moved a few balls, and Kuhn went and moved it back to that spot, and it was actually on the top rail. But I don't think Kuhn saw where that was. But
that was actually a great shot from Kuhn Dao there.
Yeah.
Just to use the rail to draw. Oh, and then he plays.
They've been hacking it back and forth here. It's
first game jitters.
Yep.
Should be noted, John has the second coolest shirt in the room next to mine. Johnny's got a sweet Jam Up Q Sports Live shirt. You guys will get to see it a few times here. Plays the safe, and he plays it well, it looks like. We got a couple different angles here. This one probably
shows it the best.
Maybe shows it the best. I don't think he has any of that ball. If he had the edge, he might be able to try to get the cue ball back where it is now.
He's pointing on the rail over there, I think, where he wants to hit.
So I think he's got to kick this ball towards the left side and get the cue ball back down on this bottom rail. And maybe 2 rails to 8 up to the top rail.
Oh,
he's going to cut it right in.
Oh.
Maybe on a Rason table at the Moscone Cup, but not here.
Although, look at this. Look at the leave he gets here.
Yeah, it's a little fortunate. But John will be happy to be at the table after the way that turned out.
Yeah.
I think
you try to spin off the rail?
I think I kicked this in, to be honest. The second rail is so big and the shape is fairly natural as long as you catch the second rail at speed. I think he's got to kick it. And it's first game in a race to 9. This would be maybe when I try to figure out the rail too. Unless he's got a good safe. I don't know if that's a good enough safe.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not bad, but...
Well, you can cut it or bank it. I think you get put bank to play shape.
Yeah, I think the cut and the bank is tough shape. I don't know if there's an easy safe here either. I think Sorry, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I draw it with bottom left, come back to this.
And cut it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Just try to miss the scratch. This is tough, though. Yeah, he was just trying to miss that scratch and take what he could get. But he got away with it again a little bit. This is not easy.
Yes, with inside, spin it, and you can spin it enough and get shape for the bottom left as we're looking at it now.
For the bottom left, like spin it all the way around off 3 rails. That's tough. I might play this with outside, actually, and just cut it. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that's a nice shot from Johnny P there.
A little hard.
That's the kind of shot where you got to focus on making it, though. So it's better to overhit it and make the ball than underhit it and not make the ball.
Yeah.
He can make this. Just got to bear down.
Touch the bottom left.
Yeah, this one I might just try to pot. The bottom left is tough there. Oh, he moved a lot and still made it. That's a good shot, though. That's a confidence builder, that shot. First game in a big tournament. We're at the 2019 Barry Hooey one-time memorial.
Yeah, and there's Brutal Game Gear, one of our clothing sponsors, along with Jam Up. If you guys are interested, you can go to the Brutal USA website. It's brutalusa.com. If you guys, it'll give you the option. I think you can put Q Sports Live logo on anything there. And then at checkout, if you put in the code CSL, you will get a free gift. They got backpacks, hats, decals, a whole bunch of stuff they use as free gifts. So you could end up with a backpack or a hats or decals, or they got a bunch of stuff they're giving away using our CSL code.
Oh, that's awesome. I know I've got my Brutal gear from last year in Texas.
Yep.
Nice shirt. Pretty sweet little hat. What's up, Tony, Reagan? We got lots of cameras, Pete. We got 3 on one table. We're going to give you guys as many angles on one table as we can until we get to the B side, and then
we'll throw the
switch
PTZ
it around.
Yeah. Or no. Yeah. Well, actually, the PTZ, we go from this one, zip around to the 7 foot behind this 9 foot table.
That won't be until tomorrow. We'll have some B-side matches later on tomorrow. We're going to watch a lot of 9-ball. A lot of this 9 foot diamond table. Looks like Johnny's reaching for the thumper. Johnny's got a thumper. He's a Q Sports Live sponsored player.
Yeah. Edward, just back out and re-log in. Should fix your audio. We're all working good. And he's using full Q here, too.
Look how easy that gets over the ball. Is he going to leave a shot? I don't think he is.
Might have the edge there. He's got probably the edge or half.
He's got the full ball.
Yeah.
I got the angle. He's got the full ball. He might be able to hit this with inside and spin behind the 9-7. That's what he's doing, but he didn't hit it hard enough. Maybe a little first game, second game jitters from these guys.
Yeah.
Early in the tournament, it's tough to settle in.
Well, at least both opponents are doing it.
Well, and it should be noted that this tournament means a lot to a handful of guys in this room, and Johnny Pompey is one of them, right?
Yeah.
Johnny still plays on Barry's team, along with myself, Stephen Holem, Joe Spence, Eric Vargas, who's not here, and Mark Vino, who is here but not playing. Yeah, he's got to work. But it means a lot to these guys, so they're going to be fighting hard, as well as myself.
Yeah, I know you said you want to snap this one off.
I would love to. I mean, I got a tough draw. Carlos is going to be tough. You guys just watched Carlos if you were watching the last match.
Oh, you got Carlos first?
I got Carlos, yeah. And he played a match.
He's one of the favorites. Yeah.
But we don't play till tomorrow, so.
Even it out a little bit.
I will note that it is my home bar.
I was going to say it is your. I was just going to say that it's your home table advantage.
I think that's why I went second in the Calcutta when I'm not sure if I should have went second in the Calcutta or the players meeting.
Players meeting. Yeah. how much were you worth in the players meeting?
The second players meeting, is that what they call it now?
Yeah. Secondary players
meeting. Yeah. It was not a Calcutta is what I'm getting at. I went for too much.
Too much,
yeah. That's where we're going to put that at.
So you're not buying half yourself then?
No, or a third of myself, which is what I was offered. But anyway.
Okay. Did Jackson get you?
I don't know who in the secondary players meeting negotiated me, but Kung Dao's ended up off angle on this 7. He needed to draw that back much more. Now he's got to use the 9. Rub the 9 and get some shape here. Looks like
Grant's drinking.
Grant Zemp is going to be up, and he has a drink in his hand, which is very rare. Kung Dao misplayed that ball. He was trying to get the rub on the 9. He didn't get it. Now he needs to either cut this in the bottom left, bank it in the right side, or find a good safe. And I don't think the safe is easy from here. Unless you're just going to chip it to this bottom rail and hope they don't find a good shot.
Going for it. Nice cut.
I actually like going for the cut there. Tough on these tables, though.
Yeah.
You actually have to hit that harder to make it. The line he hit it on was fine. If he just hits it a touch harder, it goes in.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit deceiving because you think
pocket weight goes in a little better.
Yeah, you always think they'll slop in a little better on these tables at a slower pace, but you just got to hit it that touch harder, keep it straight. Johnny Pay Pompey for a 2-0 lead here.
Nice.
You can see we got the scrolling ads. Also, we got the scrolling pictures of Mr. Hooey himself there on the bottom right.
There's a good one of them at the Flames game in his jersey.
One of the best ones, yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see a good turnout. 45, 46 players. All came to play a little pool in Barry Hooey's memory.
And there is that viewer advantage shopping spree we were talking about earlier.
We'll flash that up again after this rack. Oh, Johnny loses the cue ball on the opposite side. You just can't do that here. That is the one cardinal sin, is scratching that right side. Kung's just trying to get his chalk in his pocket properly. His magnetic chalk holder. Well, let's see. It looks like the 6 is blocked by the 9. So that might be a problem later on. But the 1 to the 2, even from ball in hand, is very tough.
What the hell?
Oh, we lost the camera there. As long as we didn't lose the one we're watching now, we're okay, but... Oh, we got it back.
Set up a full, like this has got green screen capabilities, and I don't know how it logged in. It just showed we could have been sitting in a movie or a studio.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know how it did that with just trying to change camera views.
So I don't know what Kung's doing here, trying to get the window between the 3-7 would be ultimately brave. Looks like he's drawing. I think you got to play for the 2 in that left side, but he didn't get there. Oh, he did get there. It looked like it was going to slow down. That side angle is very deceiving. Oh, he's got outside spin on that and bumped the 9 to an even worse spot. And now he's got a really tough shot on this 3 ball straight in and no way to get to the 4, which is on the right side rail there, the purple ball. Yeah, and that ball is so easy to miss when you're trying to cheat it just that little bit to create angle.
He gets lucky and doesn't leave anything.
Yeah, this is a nice place for Johnny Pay Pompey to be, though. He can
Do you draw for this
take
and
control.
Try to
Yeah, I
put
actually
the cue ball right in behind that 6-9?
I do. I love that shot. I love that shot because I think when you hit the 3 off the left side rail and it hits the 5. And the 3 should hold around the 5, so you can make sure you get your cue ball there a little easier. Not an easy shot to see, though.
He's putting draw on it the way he's lining up there. He's putting draw on it. But
he could just play the combo here. I mean, it's not really that tough from this angle. And you kind of have some insurance with where the 6 is, so. He's just playing a containing safe there, we call that. Where you're not going to get cover on the ball, but you know you're not going to give up a shot. So let's see if Kung gets him behind the 9-6 here. Just one rail. He's going to bank the 3 onto this bottom rail.
That 8 gets no A's.
Oh, he was just using the 7-8, but he didn't get there. He left the window. And now Johnny's going to get him behind the 9-6.
Snooker safety here.
Oh, well, and they're both playing a little timid here.
Yeah, I would have sworn he would have swung that around in there.
I'm really surprised.
Because he plays snooker as well.
Yeah, and it looked like a really good angle to attack that shot, but both playing a little timid.
Fire at the bank shot with stop.
Well, there's free shots there with the 6 ball tied up, so
8's in the way there now, I think. But he can come off this bottom rail and kick the 3 back up table.
Or he can go 2 rails and kick it towards the side, which tends to be the safer way. Well, he does have a nice little window there. Oh, but he's going to break the 6-9, which is the last thing you want to do. That's why you see him scratching his head on the way back.
Did that 9 get in the way of the 4, though?
It's got to be close, but I think it still goes from this angle anyway. Maybe the behind angle shows a little better. I don't think it really does, but yeah, they're still going to tap this 3 ball around for a little bit. Looks like he got a good safe there. Good shot from Kuhn.
He did. Johnny's coming with the... No, he's actually breaking it down. Get the thumper out.
Yeah, this is one where you're just a little bit closer. It's better to break it down. The 7 isn't in the way.
He's only got half a ball on that 6, so I think I might jump this full cue, but I've practiced a whole bunch with that full cue jump.
Well, and I know he jumps full cue well. He jumped the last one full cue. This is one where he could jump full cue, but I think he wants that control, which he got pretty well there.
Yeah.
I'm looking right down the line. He doesn't have enough to cut this 4 in. I don't think, unless he spins it just a hair, which is tough to do with the cue ball on the rail. Oh, he went after the 9 there. He went after the 9. Is he going to pay the ultimate price?
No.
Pretty much. I mean, this is...
wide open.
If he can get shape on the 5, the 6 goes by the 9 all day long.
He is dead straight, though.
He can
just
jack
draw it back just a touch.
Yeah, he's got just enough room. Get underneath this ball a bit. That's a good stroke there. Not easy when you're jacked up like that.
Do you play this under the 6 and bring the 6 back up to this bottom? No, the fat ankle?
No, it definitely needs to go on the top right. I never shoot it that long if I don't have to. And there's actually a lot more room there than what it looks like on this view.
Just got to get there.
He's come up a little bit short, but I still think he's okay. Mostly because if the 7 passes in the bottom right, then he doesn't have to worry about this cue ball too much. I don't know if it does. If it doesn't pass the 8 in the bottom right, which is what he went over to look at, then he needs to play a very good cue ball coming back and forth. He might need to get this to the 3rd rail.
That doesn't get up there.
Well, from this angle, it definitely doesn't look like it goes. So he needs to go back and forth 3 rails here. He needs to get that cue ball just off the 3rd rail. Side to side. Well, he played the draw back to get in the side pocket, but he hit it bad, folks. Needs to come with a shot here. The combo is pretty close to wired. As wired as it could be with that much distance between the balls.
Make sure you get some separation between the cue ball and that 7 ball.
As long as he just plays it with a stop shot, it'll be okay, but there's no safe here. No good safe anyway. This is, you got to go for that shot. Good shot. Still one more good shot required. I don't think he can play this with top, really.
I think I tried to draw it.
Yeah, he's going to hit this with low right spin. Lots of right. You don't want to under-hit the right spin here.
He's aiming dead middle ball.
He does that, though. He'll hit underneath here. Yeah, and that's why he missed the ball, is he was worried about the cue ball there. Tough shot. Not easy. He made a good shot the ball before, but, I mean, he got a little bit unlucky to end up there.
There's a free swing for John because he shouldn't be back at the table.
So do you play this with top and just go rail first into the 9, too? That's what he's looking at here.
Yeah.
I think you have to. Because if you play it with bottom, what are you going to get? You can't really play it with enough bottom to hold the cue ball above, right? So you almost need to just play it with middle ball or top and go into that 9. Hope you get something good, right?
Just don't go off the rail, off the 9.
No, and just really focus on the 7, which is what he did there, right? Just make the 7 no matter what. he couldn't do much more. Got a little unlucky, but
See if he banks his 2 rails up to this bottom.
he's going to go for the bank side, but he's going to play the cue ball down where it is now, ideally. It's a bit of a two-way shot. And he did well. He did really well. So he puts it on Kung Dao to come with a big shot here. Down 2-0. Brian on the YouTube. This tournament's at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta.
Rod's giving us a run for our money in commentary.
Oh, I know. Rod's the man, Pete.
Yep.
We love that guy. We're reading the comments, Tony, but we're really focused on the game here.
Yeah.
This is a big match.
Oh,
First round. Oh, he swished the cue ball, too. He doesn't have to make John shoot that. If we're going to, you can concede that one. But technically,
you're supposed to
spot it and shoot it, but that's not needed. Barry Hooey did not live in Tennessee. No, Barry lived in Calgary, Alberta.
Anybody's looking for a tattoo in the Burnaby area? Karma Tattoo. Patrick Bayless, his fellow pool player.
Yeah, Patrick's a pretty sporty pool player, too.
Grant and I are going to have to get out and see him. We both got one planned anyway. You're not sure if you ever want one, so
I doubt it'll ever happen.
Yeah. Well, which is cool. I mean, I've waited as long as I have. I had an offer from actually Smiling Buddha and Paul Jeffries, who was one of the world renowned, for a free tattoo from him, but there was just nothing I wanted at the time, right?
I've seen some of Patrick's work, and it's phenomenal. Patrick, if I was going to get a tattoo, it would be from Patrick for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I got my Basset Hound that I had to put down a couple years ago. I'm going to have his paw print I got done on my arm. That's going to be my first one. From there, who knows?
Kung Dao cuts the one ball on the side on the break. I like that break. It doesn't always get you shape, but he's got it here. 3 ball's a little tough. Might have to play it in the same pocket he's about to play this 2 ball here.
Yeah, you can swing it around 3 rails down behind that 3.
You got to go over and look at the combo is what you got to do. See if you like the 3-7 combination. Because where this 2 ball is, you should be able to get that cue ball almost where it is now. Or maybe even a little closer to the 3, and then maybe you like the combination, and then you don't have to get below the 3.
Yeah, well, I like that 7's close enough to that pocket that you can make that fairly easy.
I think I don't mind the combination. I think he should go around and look. He didn't really look at this much. Went over and got his extension. Made by our man, Nick Manuel, who's also playing in this tournament too.
Yeah, he was playing the combo all the way along.
Yeah, and he got that cue ball nice. Like I said, almost back to where it was, or just a little bit closer even. That was a good shot.
Yeah, you can just play this really soft and leave the 3 ball sitting pretty much there.
And that's the problem, is you really got to play this soft. It makes the shot a lot tougher. And you can't cheat these like you can at Moscone Cup, let me tell you.
No.
You guys might hear me bring that up a little bit this week, but this is a diamond table. Johnny plays it super soft, and he did hold that 3 enough. He's got to spin this around 2 rails between the 5-9. He does perfect. You got to watch this guy. He'll get a lead, and he'll totally run away with it. He doesn't often let up when he gets a big lead, so. Some guys, they get a little bit lazy and they start one-stroking balls or something. That's not Johnny. Johnny bears down.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. The last game's the toughest to win.
Of course, so he knows no lead is safe. He's played team events with Kung Dao, should be noted too. These guys have played on a team quite a bit before. Orange Crush was the team name. If you guys ever played some Vegas events, you might have had the misfortune of running into them. Steve, these diamond 9-foots are blue label. They're the blue label diamonds. And oddly enough, the 7-foot diamonds are red label. So we got blue label 9-foots and we got red label 7-foots. But there's 8 7-foot diamonds and 8 9-foot diamonds in leather pocket here in Calgary, Alberta. This is my home room, guys. This is my favorite room in Canada.
And they have 6 valley tables. Add that.
They also have 6 valleys, which do very well with the league. The food is good. The people are nice. Kung Dao is crashing into balls. He's not having a good day.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Jory's going to bed.
I think, what size are these pockets? They're 4 1/4,
4 1/4,
right?
yeah. Pro cut.
Pro cut, yeah. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was 4 1/4. He's right behind the 9 here. This is a good shot. He's played it well. Johnny will jack up and masse this, I think. I don't think he'll jump this.
Little swerve, snooker swerve.
I think this is just a little masse, yeah. He jumps really well. I mean, I wouldn't put it by him jumping this.
No, that's where you can hit. It's right where his cue is.
So well, he's going to want to aim there but swerve it deeper, like to the middle diamond.
So be putting bottom left on this cue.
He might not even need to jack up. Oh, yeah, he needs to jack up. Too hard. He hit it too hard, but this is a good save.
Yeah.
I think he knew that, too. I think he knew if he hit it too high on the rail, he was going to get a good safe out of that. It's a good shot.
He played hard enough to get the cue ball back to that end of the table, regardless of where that 8 ball ended up.
Exactly.
He wanted distance.
Yeah.
Next best thing.
That's a good shot if that's what he played. Are any of the 9s Pro-Am? I don't know what you mean by Pro-Am, Clint, but they're Pro-Cut. This is a really smart shot if he hit it hard enough.
Don't think he did.
No, he's come up short. He got the cue ball right. That's where you want the cue ball on that shot.
Although Johnny's going to be running into that 9, so whether he can run thin enough to push that 9 to the corner.
This is a much easier shot when it's 3-0
yeah.
than when it's hill, let me tell you. I think Johnny will just drill this. Oh, and he hit it a little soft, a little timid. These guys are still playing a little bit timid.
It's not a bad lead there.
Yeah, he got away with it. Oh, okay. Brian says Pro-Am tables are 4.5-inch pockets. So no, I think these are Pro Cut. These are 4 1/4. I am playing Rob Boone.
Hey Jimmy, how you doing?
David wants to know if all the Calgary big guns are playing. They literally are. Every single one of them except Eric and Edwin, because they're in the Philippines. And maybe a handful of other ones, but there's a lot of good players here. 45-player tournament, but it's a really, really tough field. Michael wants to know what the difference between red or a blue table. It's just the label. The label is what we're referring to there.
Johnny shoots right-handed. He'd be okay to cut this over.
Oh, yeah. He'll cut this in for lunch, Johnny Pépompi. He's got to loosen up a bit here, but he's up 3-0, so overcut it a hair to perfection. Marks his coin to 4-0. Kung Dao's in big trouble already. Still a long way to go, but can't let this guy get a lead.
Here's one of our biggest supporters is the Canadian Q Sports League. You'll see us at all their events right across Canada. Most recently, we were out in Nanaimo. Ben and I were down in the Maritime Championships in Charlottetown. Ted Arms, who's the president of the league, has been our biggest supporter since I started this back by myself. So I appreciate that.
I go to a lot of events playing pool, and those are my favorite events.
Yeah.
By far my favorite events. And that's not just, being biased. That's like the Charlottetown event is amazing. Nanaimo, Penticton. The event here in Calgary, I love it. I totally love it. And then Niagara Falls speaks for itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Ben won't be biased. I can be a little biased because Ted's one of my best friends and my teammate. So, but I mean, it's He does. He runs a great events. Well, we run most of his, but that's why they're great.
It helps them be great, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Rob Boone wants to know, did Holem make it to China? Not this week, anyway.
No,
He's here playing this tournament.
he's planning on going back from what I heard, though, I think.
He's over in the corner, and I just saw him move his coin to 5. He's up 5-2 on Warren Ortiz.
Hey, Rod, how you doing?
Mr. Arriagata. What's up, buddy? Yeah, Ben Francis and Ryan Epp on the mic, guys.
Yep.
PJ's playing. He sure is. He's just about to start
He's playing Jeremiah,
his
isn't he?
match. Yeah, with Jeremiah, they're playing on table 20 in the corner there, so that should be a good one. Meanwhile, let's see if Kung Dao can get himself on the board. He's got this cue ball a little close to the rail, but he jacks up well.
He's I mean, he can get the angle to shoot the 7. He's a little straighter than he wanted on this. Now he's going
he can
forward.
go, yeah, he can go
He's
forward.
straighter, so he can go forward.
But I don't like going forward because you end up straight in too much. I like jacking up there, so I never end up straight in. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because the 8's close to the pocket, but he's not happy that he landed close to straight in.
This is one where I almost punch in with bottom right.
You're almost better playing rail first here is what you're...
Yeah.
I mean, you can maybe play bottom left and draw 2 rails, miss the 9, but...
So I sort of punch at bottom right, and it brings me out towards that side pocket.
And I don't mind what he did there. Just take what you can get.
Yeah.
And leave it long, but this is not what you want to be looking at when you're down 4-0, right? I want to be nice and close to the ball and, you know, making it easy when I'm down 4-0, not shooting 7-foot shots, 8-foot shots. He did well there, folks. He did well. That's going to get him on the board. Oh, Rob was wondering the GoFundMe. It actually wasn't for the China trip. It was for the World 9-Ball trip, which is in Doha, Qatar. He hasn't gone yet. I think that trip is actually next week, or possibly like maybe a week Tuesday or something like that. It starts the World 9-Ball.
He is going on that?
I'm not sure if he raised enough money to go. I can't quote it. You guys could maybe go check out his GoFundMe, see how much is in there. Maybe donate 20 or 50 bucks would help for sure. Every little bit helps. We need as many Canadian reps as we can get. The kid is one of the best around. Is this a dry break with a wide open look for Johnny to take a 5-1 lead? See if he can run these out and gain some momentum. I haven't seen them really run a full table yet.
Yeah, if we could have our 4 best players over there from Canada, we'd have Alex, John, Jason, and Steven.
Oh, Johnny missed that ball bad. Well, arguably, I mean, Steven is a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of good talent out east, too.
There
I
is,
mean,
yeah.
you know,
Eric's out there as well.
The Orlifson, yeah, you know, there's a lot of good players out there right now, and it's not... The difference in how good they are is so minute.
Yeah.
It's tough to pick a handful of guys to just go represent the country, but...
When I see out in Rod, I'll see him. I see Shannon Ducharme's back.
Shannon is back playing, and Shannon has went and represented
Canada
at the World 9-Ball and at the Chinese tournaments as well, so the Chinese 8-Ball tournaments. There's another guy I would love to see back playing because one of the most talented players I've ever seen hold a cue for sure. Oh, Johnny's not going to like where he ended up here.
Overhit or underhit. Whichever way, it's not good.
Well, how did he end up getting that much on it? He must have played a little rail first, right? And way overhit it. It's the only way it grabs that much spin. When he kicked and didn't even hit the ball.
No, he didn't play rail first, but he hit it thin with spin.
Yeah, he hit it. I'm surprised he would overhit it that much. Ball in hand, but...
Unless he underhit it, thinking he was going to come. But then you're messing with that 6 and 9 ball.
I'll tell you what, when you're down 4-1 and you have ball in hand here, you're not really that impressed.
No.
This is not an easy layout when you're down 4-1.
Well, that's 6 and 7.
Yeah,
that 6 is tough behind
even
that
if
9
you
ball.
can get perfect on the 6, you need perfect angle on the 7 to get to the 8. Like, it's just not... This is not where you want to see the balls down 4-1.
I think I might play safe here and try to 3-foul him. He put that cue ball right behind the 6 from here with ball in hand.
My thought was maybe shoot the 4, 5, and get perfect on the 6 where you play safe, and maybe knock the 6 closer to the 7. Hide behind the 9, right? That way you develop the table too. Because if you play safe now, they're always going to hit it, right?
Yeah.
And then you still have a problem, but...
Yeah.
But I kind of like trying to get to the 6, and then maybe I play the safe. I don't mind playing it now. It's just with great players like Johnny, he just kicks so well. You'd hate to just give him a kick and then he just punishes you, right?
Yeah. Well, and I don't play 9 ball near as much as you do, so yeah, the
and these guys,
strategy is...
A lot of these players in Calgary, they don't play a ton of 9 ball, but these two guys in particular, they're chills. Regulars. Regulars at Chills. And they play a lot of 9 ball.
Get there.
No, he's definitely not where he wanted to be.
Now you want to bank it with a little draw.
No, because I think the horn comes into play there.
No, I'd bank the 6 out playing safe.
Well, then it's tougher to hold behind the 9. Yeah. I don't mind that.
Oh, he just hit the 9.
I think he miscued or something. Is he going to get a little lucky?
He does.
No, he just wired the combo.
Did he? Yeah.
All Johnny needs to do here is make sure he doesn't end up straight in on the 6 after he plays a combo. Just leave a little angle. That's what he's going to do. I actually don't like using the rail at all here with the cue ball.
Put the cue ball a little closer to the rail?
I put it closer to the rail. He's gonna just hold it there anyway. Oh, he hit a little harder than I thought he needed to. It's gotten a little funny here.
Yeah, especially for shape on that 7.
Brian wants to know, will WPBA be held here? No. If you're talking about the Ashton Twins Classic, it'll be held at the Grey Eagle. Which we can show you a quick poster of in between shots.
I'll pop it up right after this 9 ball so you can see a little better on there, but that's coming up January 2nd to 5th. We'll be streaming both the amateur and the pro event. Oh, no, Johnny.
Oh, Johnny babies the 9. Decelerates a little. And that could actually be a big turning point in this match. I mean, let's see what Kuhn can do on the next rack, but...
No, he's not happy with himself. He just looked at me shaking his head.
5-1 or 4-2. I mean, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but it really is.
Oh, yeah, both these guys can break and run racks, so, I mean... Kuhn could.
Oh, you won't see too much of that out of Johnny, but.
No. So here is the Ashton Twins Classic, January 2nd to 5th. $20,000 added to that pro event. That is a WPBA sanctioned event.
And that's at Grey Eagle Resort and Casino there in Calgary, Alberta, right on the outskirts.
It's on the Tsuut'ina Nation.
Great venue for that event.
We're going to have another big event in July.
Yeah,
out of there as well that we're working on. Actually, I'm working on the budget right now with the organizers in there. It's going to be a big money added singles, 8 ball, 9 ball, men's, ladies, and then teams as well.
Well, make sure if you guys haven't already, click that share button for us on the bottom left there, and make sure you've liked and subscribed on Facebook and YouTube. That way you get notified every time we go live, but you also get notified with stuff like these big tournaments coming up.
Well, and like everybody, that when you do click the like on our Facebook page, we did post that viewer advantage where we got the early bird. You got a 2-for-1 ticket
Yeah, if
and
you
we
were.
do stuff like that. So you have to like the page, because if you just follow, you will not see those.
Yeah, you never know what you might find, right? You might find some free giveaways here and there and all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you like and share, guys.
And the same with all you guys watching on Facebook. If you haven't gone to our YouTube channel and subscribe there, because we might do some stuff exclusively for YouTube as well.
How do you get in the women's amateur? Shelly wants to know. You can message us. We'll give you all the details how you can enter.
Or you can contact Joanne at the Hidden Spot.
Or you can contact Joanne at Hidden Spot, yeah.
PJ and Jeremiah on 20.
Okay, we got Johnny with a shot at this one ball, but he needs to get underneath this cue ball a bit with a little bottom left. Go to the left side rail, miss the 6. Get back out near center table, or ideally where he's pointing now, but I would accept center table here. 2 balls nice and close to the hole, and you want angle to get down for the 3, the red 3.
Yeah, for that Grey Eagle event, there is, I believe, men's and ladies amateur.
Yeah, there's 8-ball and 9-ball for both. Yeah.
Anybody can enter those amateur events.
Yeah, you don't need to be through a league or sanctioned through anything. So,
although if you do contact Joanne, she does have a couple open spots for the pro ladies as well, if any of you want to try that out.
Absolutely, and it's open, so you can enter. Just pay the entry. 20,000 added, guys. It's going to be a huge one.
Thanks, Angela. Not because you like us. You just love us. We love you too.
Thanks, Angie. So Johnny played a really good shot from the 2-ball to the 3-ball, and this 4 will go in the right-hand side. It looks like he should be out here to get it to 5-2. This will be big to rebuild his confidence after missing the 9 the last rack.
Yep, get back to that 3-game lead.
Yeah, he needs to resettle. You don't want this to get to 4-3 or 4-4 because you'll feel like you really let him off the hook. All you'll be thinking about was it should have been 5-1.
Yeah.
And I know Johnny too well. He does remember games very well.
Not supposed. You're supposed to have a short memory. Yeah.
If you asked him what happened in his league games last week, he would explain all 10 of them to you.
You know what? I could probably do that too, though, for some reason. But you're supposed to have a short memory, especially on the losses, or the bad shots.
Johnny would remember every single shot in all 10 racks in his league games from last Thursday. Yeah. He's one of those guys. He just loves to.
Well, it's funny when I come back.
He loves to talk about it too. He loves to vent about it, so he always remembers, right?
Well, when I come back and watch my stream match, I know exactly every shot I took.
Well, and hopefully you do remember a lot of things.
Yeah.
And pool, it does require a good memory.
Yeah.
People say short, but really you should have a long memory for pool, right?
Yeah.
It is really just trial and error the whole game. So, well, we got a ball came all the way across the room. Somebody played a jump. It looked like Aussie. So Grant has ball in hand on the 9. Grant's playing Aussie over there, so we're going to keep an eye on that too. Grant did make the 9 from ball in hand.
Yes, he did. Aussie style.
Lots of left spin here. How's the speed? Not ideal on the rail and back cutting a little, but you shouldn't have a problem with this.
Came off that inch there, which makes it a lot easier.
And actually, that little bit off the rail makes a world of difference, too. Yeah. Like, just so much of a difference. If it's frozen, that shot is way tougher.
Well, and I prefer playing bridging on the rail, so when it comes off just that little bit, I'm not too bad.
Absolutely, yeah. There's that viewer advantage again, guys. The shopping spree this time. We're doing something a little bit new here. You can spend that $700 Canadian any way you want if you win. What time do I play tomorrow? I'm thinking it's going to be around 11. I think we're going to start matches at 11, and I'll be like the first set of matches, so. Which is good. Pool hall opens at 11, so we don't do crazy early matches here, and we didn't get a massive full field. Oh, cue ball's going straight in. My 2 balls tying up. Anyway, we didn't get the full field, so we don't need to start early or anything like that. I think it'll be 11 o'clock, guys. I don't know if it'll be stream. I doubt it because Carlos played a match on the stream. We're just doing one stream table here with a bunch of different views. Smart shot from Johnny P there. What's up, Lissa? And Sean. Shelly will get back to you right away. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't see Kung Dao's name was misspelled too. But it is a U and then an O. Of course, Steph Toy would notice. She sees everything. You can't get anything by her. Johnny P with a good shot on the 3, but he's a little awkward on this 4. But this is one of those shots as a good player you practice. Little bottom inside, little bottom right spin. Swing this around 3 rails. Oh, he played 1 rail to miss the 9. How good did he hit that? From the angle he had, that was a really tricky shot. He made it look super easy. And he can go 2 rails on this ball. Bottom left.
Overcut it.
Oh, he way overcut it.
That cue ball travels.
Struggling a little with the spin.
Yeah, you put that left on it, and it throws that just that little touch off too.
Yeah, he extremely mishit that. The speed was wrong. He must have decelerated or dropped his elbow a bit, because if he hits that at the pace he wants, he doesn't hit it like that. Oh, and Kung's mishit it a bunch too. Like, he way overcut that. Maybe it's just one of those days, you know, where the ball just won't go in the hole. I didn't get to watch much of the last match, but I think Carlos played pretty good, I imagine.
Yeah.
Carlos doesn't miss too many balls. Pretty steady guy. He knows what he's doing. This is still not a gimme, but I think Johnny will make this to go up 6-2.
Shelly sent a message.
Yeah, I think she was looking at how to enter in the Ashen Twins.
Oh, check it quick, because a lot of these we'll get back to you after the tournament too.
We're at the 2nd annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial tournament, guys, at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. It's the pictures you see flashing by on the bottom right corner of your screen there. So our old team captain, they called him Captain Calgary, or Barry one time.
3 ball.
We got Johnny P here. He's a member of Barry's team, still carrying on the legacy. Snapped off the VNEA Masters team event 3 years in a row.
Yeah, you guys shot good down there.
Tough team to beat, let me tell you. We're going to try again this year, too. 2020, try to do it again.
Steven playing with you guys again?
Steven will be playing again. They haven't cut him off from VNEA yet. We shouldn't talk about it much because maybe they will.
Yeah.
Johnny's got a real steep cut on this one. He's going to get the rest out.
He is good with the rest, too, though. Sorry, guys, we're back there.
Just discussing the next match with Stephanie there. Who's going to be the next dream match? Jackson, yeah, $20 Canadian.
Yes.
For their viewer advantage. That's correct. And by the sounds of it, the next match is going to be Kyle Knaffel and Rob Phillips, but it's going to depend how long this match takes. If this one finishes quick, which it could, then we might have a different match.
Rob and Kyle would be 5 tables after.
Okay, so we're not 100% sure who the next match is going to be.
Yeah, it's all based on time, right?
It could be Joe and Albert, but I don't think so. I think Joe and Albert are next table, so I want to get those guys going. Meanwhile, Kung Dao to get this to 6-3. Still in it here. Kicks the leg out to make sure he gets enough spin.
And here's the thumper jump break cues. That you'll see Johnny using it in the match. Johnny's one of our sponsored players. Ben and I use them. Grant uses it. Amazing cue, that T3.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to get your hands on one of those, send us a message. We'll make sure you get hooked up. We'll ship it right to your door, guys. We'll make sure tomorrow we get a little guest commentary in here. We got Carlos Barbosa hovering around, you know.
trying to like intimidate you for tomorrow's morning match. You know? I want you to be a little scared of me.
Trying to intimidate.
I'm not even gonna shower tomorrow morning.
There you go.
I'm just gonna come really bad and hopefully it distracts you.
That trick never works, but
No.
you can try.
I will.
I would not recommend
Rob
it.
might not like it, but I'm gonna try.
Kung Dao to break down 6-3. Needs a big one here, folks.
Yeah, break and run.
Well, let's see if that 8-ball will go on the top left. That's what he's looking for anyway. I can't afford too many more mistakes here. My thought would be keep my opponent off of 8. At least keep him off of the hill, but look at this break. Holy.
That 8-ball did go, and he's set.
Yeah,
Here's one for a run out.
8-ball went straight in. He made one more ball, too. The 6-ball, I believe he made as well.
This is sitting not bad for him.
I think he's got a little bit of angle on this. It
I'd
looks
come-
like he's going forward.
Play the 2 on the left side. Did way under hit that.
Yeah, he came up short, but he's got the top left corner. He's okay. The 4-ball is the one right beside the cue ball here, so the 3 to the 4, he needs to put a good stroke on that 3.
Just watch the side pocket here.
He needs to draw below it. Oh, he did well there. Johnny's got to be a little bit careful because Kung Dao is one of those streaky players. When he gets in stroke like that, he can just start piling some games together. Needs to cheat the pocket a bit here and draw back. Not like that.
No.
That's probably not where he was trying to be, but
He walked over there like that's where he was playing it, but
it seems
Oh.
like a brave play to try to play the side from over there, but this could work, but he's going the wrong way to get on the 5 here.
Horn.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be a huge fan of the shot on the 5, that's for sure.
And he's left it nice for, other than it's on the rail, he's left it all for John here. He's got a shot.
Yeah, I think the angle takes him away from the 5 a bit, but it shouldn't matter. Oh, he hit
hit the
it
horn
dead
too.
full. Wow, these guys are...
But he gets next best.
Yeah, he did get pretty lucky there. These guys are dogging it right now. They're feeling the pressure of the stream, I think.
I think we tell him we're going to have to kick him off here. They keep shooting like that.
I like to bug them both because they're both my good friends, so... Good little safe there, but did the cue ball slow down? It didn't. He throws his head back. That's not an easy shot.
Overhit
He
it.
got the speed wrong. Very tough to pot that ball with bottom left, bottom outside, and still hold the cue ball. He plays the safe here. This is a smart shot because you can't really get it wrong. You don't really need cover. You just need to leave the distance, which he did really well.
That top left, his bank is covered by that 7-ball. If you bank this to the top right as we're looking at it, that you're not getting shape on the 7 with a cue ball.
Just having a little discussion about the score here for some reason. But I know we got it right. We haven't missed a game. Oh, yeah, Johnny moved his coin one too many times. It is 6-3. It's easy to pay attention when there's only one table, right?
Yeah.
Tough to get this one wrong. Anyway, yeah. What do you do here, Ryan? You just bank the 5 up by the 9?
Yeah, I think he'd try to hold it a little inside, kill the cue ball.
Yeah, to kill it, yeah. A little bit of left spin. Hit the 5 about 3/4 of the ball. Bank it up by that 9. He tried to leave it side to side. See, I don't really like that shot on this table.
Because Johnny just goes back and plays the same thing and maybe gets the 9 in the way.
He might actually figure it out this time and get the 9 in the way.
A little too much spin.
Or scratch. Oh, that was dangerous.
Now I think I go for that bank back to where Kuhn's shooting from.
Yeah, now it's a little tougher, actually.
I don't mind that.
The bank to where the cue ball is?
Yep.
If you miss it, you better miss it on the side that the cue ball's on now. James wants to know, what's the highest Fargo? Are there any pros here?
Steven,
Yeah, Steven would be the highest Fargo. There's a handful of
He's
what you might call pros.
753. Ben's next with 724, I believe.
Rob
yesterday.
might actually be ahead. Rob Phillips. I'm not sure where Rob is, but
he's just over 700.
I know a lot of these guys are well over there.
But they all, any one of them can win at any time.
Oh,
so.
they're all fantastic players. A lot of good players here. Joe Spence, of course, another Hooey teammate. Surprised to see Johnny miss that bank. This is on a 9-foot table, John. Looks like Kung's going to get this to 6-4. Still anybody's game here. And he does. It's going to be Johnny's break, so he's going to look to stop the bleeding here. He doesn't want to let Kung get any closer than he has. If this gets a 6-5 with Kung breaking, I mean, all the pressure is going to be on John. Easy to let these leads slip away. Happens to everyone. This tournament is on 9-foot diamonds. We're racking the 1 on the spot. We're racking the 2 in the back. Hopefully we won't see any soft breaks.
Well, on the loser side or B side of the tournament is on the 7-foot table. 8 ball on the 7-foot.
Yeah, we're racing a 9 ball on the A side and 6.
Race to the 6 ball.
8 ball on the B side. Does the 2-9? It does not. The 2 ducks for cover, so he needs to draw all the way where he's standing now to play the 2 in the bottom right. This is a tough stroke. He's He's way overstroked it too. Not just a little. Quite a bit. He mishit that ball, and I don't think he has an edge here. He needs to kick into this at probably quite a bit of speed.
I do, and hope that cue ball goes to that 6-9 combo. Hit that 2 full.
I think he just needs to hit, that side of the 2 and maybe hope the cue ball gets back down on that top rail. He's in tough here. Needs to come with a big shot. He tried to go off the side of the 2 and maybe make the 7, or try to get the cue ball up table the opposite way. Didn't do too bad. He's left a bit of a tricky shot here for Kung Dao. I think you have to go for that.
I didn't see how he did.
Yeah, I didn't see how Steven did, but last I saw he was up 5-2 and that match was over pretty quick, so I assume he won.
Yeah.
James wants to know why the decision of the 2 in the back. It's just to prevent the pattern rack of racking the 2 in the front.
And then soft breaking.
People will rack the 2 in the front if you don't make that rule. Oh, it's a great format, John Graves. You guys should love it.
Yeah, Martin, we're going to be here all weekend. Back for 11 a.m. start tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure most of you guys were like me yesterday when the Moscone Cup ended. You were just like blindly searching around for something else to watch, right? I figured it might be a good weekend to play a little pool or watch a little pool. Oh, the 3 ball's in here. I don't know if he was playing that. He walks around the table like he was. I feel like that's a really good shot if that's what he was playing. To sit the 2 over the side like that is exceptional. Doubtful, but exceptional if that's what he was playing. Good shot here. He's going to clip some of the 7. No, he's going to clear it, and he's got a good angle here if he wants to try to move the 6. Absolutely, James. We're going to have that towards the end of tomorrow. We'll have some B-side action on the 7-footers. we're going to stick on these 9-footers with the A side for a bit. He likes the combo from here. This can be a little bit tough, but the 9's pretty close to the hole, so.
You hit this softer then?
I think I'm just going to make sure I pot it. Yeah, I'm not going to bash it.
Oh, it went pretty good.
Hit it nice and controlled. Sometimes you want to hit those hard in case you miss, but from there
get separation from that 9 away from that bucket.
From there, I think you just got to make it. You just got to be sure you're going to make it. So you hit a little slower, the pocket accepts it a little better.
I'm going to put Jacoby Q's, one of our sponsors, back up on the screen here. We do have that Jacoby black shaft. If you guys are interested, that thing plays amazing. Ben Grant and I all using it.
Well, along with a handful of other players in this tournament as well. I know Russ Whittle for sure, Jacoby black user.
Is that what Joe's got on his cue? Looked like it.
Not sure what Joe has now.
I'd almost swear it was a black. I was over talking to him earlier, but
it could be. Shaft hits good. Kung Dao to break down 6-5. He's clawed it back. He's right in the match now. At one point, it looked like it would be 5-1 Johnny, so Kung's done well to get to 6-5 here. And breaking to tie it. Cuts the one in the side. He's got that break dialed in.
Long shot on the 2.
A bit long, but the 3 ball is down there, so I'm not sure if he can squeeze it between the 8-6. I don't think so.
No, he's got less than half a pocket there.
So he'll need to either play this with lots of top and get below the 3 to play it in maybe the corner he's standing at now. That's what he was trying to do, but he mishit the 2 ball. Is he getting safe? He sure is. Johnny might be able to see the edge. The shot here is to spin 3 or 4 rails behind the 9. Hitting the right side of the 2 as we're looking at it with lots of left spin. That's what he's going to try to do. Or he's playing the bank because he put it right in there.
Oh no, there's that deep shelf.
I feel like that was a brave shot.
Yeah.
If that's what he was playing.
Well, yeah, the 3-6 combo was. These are tough when they're that deep in there.
And this can be definitely tricky, and like I said before, the 3 is in a weird spot. Might need to play rail first here and try to spin between the 4 or 9 to get the 3 maybe in the bottom left or the bottom right.
Corey, it's 9 ball on the B or on the A side, 8 ball on the B side.
Yeah, this is a good one, Corey. I'm surprised you didn't make it out for this one. James wants to know what's the difference between the black and the Revo. The taper, for sure, the taper.
Yep. That Revo's pretty flat and straight going out there.
But for me, the sound and the feel is way better too, but the sound especially.
Doesn't get the ting.
Yeah, it doesn't make a tingy noise.
Going for the 9?
I think the 9 is on here. It's got to be a little bit tight, though.
It is from looking at it here. He's taking his time letting the other table shoot first.
You know what the shot is here, actually, and it's pretty tough to see. This is off the 8, off the 6.
Yeah.
I think from the right angle, if you hit about a quarter of the 8, it has no choice but to go off the 6 in.
Yeah. And you can hit that a little harder. Get that cue ball up the other end of the table.
I wouldn't even this is another one. I wouldn't worry about the cue ball too much here. If I hang this, it's because I hit it really bad. I hit it, yeah, controlled. Very nice. 6 all. Look at this. Anybody's game here now. A race to 3 and 9 ball is.
Johnny's on his break, though.
A tough ball and
hold serve now.
He's one guy that doesn't get rattled too easy. You see some guys, they just tilt when they were ahead like that and cough up the lead. Johnny's not that guy.
Corey's in camp, hoping to make the Ashton twins. Grant with the 9 ball on the break. Too bad it doesn't count.
It does not count.
And it's going to freeze the 3.
Grant.
He's still playing over there, which is good.
Well, in race to 9, they haven't been playing too long.
No, I didn't know what time they started. But
Grant, he's in tough there playing Aussie for sure. I'm surprised Johnny took a little off that break and cut it more. He made the 1, but he's got no shot on the 2. Might be able to see the edge here. He's shooting it real quick. Even for Johnny's pace, he's shooting it quick.
He was thinking he could make that.
He was thinking he could make the 8, but I don't think that was even a shot.
No, it wasn't. Looking at it, it was.
Can't possibly
You
be.
can't back it up, the cue ball like that, playing top.
Can't possibly be tilting John Pay Pompey, can he? Never seen him tilt.
Yeah.
What does a Jacoby Black cost, and can you get a 13 millimeter tip? John Graves wants to know.
13 mil? No.
Feel like you'd have to special order from Jacoby for that. Comes at 12.3.
Have you heard anything about the BQ?
And it costs
Prime?
around $500 US.
Yeah. Gabe's asking about the BQ.
The Prime M? No, I have not heard about
I've
that.
tried it. I actually have 5 of them, but
Really?
from Brutal Game Gear.
The BQM, is that just the shaft?
Yep.
Okay. I hit with one in Vegas, and I thought it hit really good. Good cue.
They're pricey.
They're not cheap, yeah.
No, they're close to 600 US.
Oh, there you go. Rich wanted in a Jacoby Black at 11.75, and he said he wouldn't make them yet. So doubtful you're going to get a 13 millimeter one either. Overcut, yeah, just a hair
Not
there.
safe, though.
Well, let's see if Johnny thins the left side of this as we're looking at it, and either use the 5.7 or, if you're really brave, use the 9 for cover here. But I like super thin and use the 5.7. He likes using the 6, and he mishit it. The only good thing here is he hasn't really sold out anything. If you go the other way and you hit it too thick, you can sell out pretty easy.
Hey, Lance, thanks for tuning in. It's Mark. It comes with Kamui Soft on the black.
I need a viewer advantage back.
Tries to get behind the 6, and he has not got there. Let's see if Johnny swings at this 4-9 combination. It's really the only shot other than a good safe. He hasn't been choosing safe much in this match, though, so I would expect him to go for this. He has tried to play the safe, and he's mishit it, crashed into the 5. Arm up in the air. He's not happy right now. He's let this match slip away a bit. Let's see if Kuhn can punish him and take the lead here.
Whose ticket is whose though? I gotta write. Can you write down?
Bit long on this 5, but it's right over the hole. Shouldn't matter. Control to the 6 is a little tougher with distance, but especially rolling it like that. Wow, big chance for Johnny to get it together here. Get back on track. He needs to be sure of these last 4 or 5 balls here. Rail first. Nice on this 6 ball here. That'll ensure he's got a good angle on the 7. He's going to go over and look and make sure. It's going 2 rails. I like it. He's got too much angle, though. This is bringing the 9 ball into play.
Well, that, you're kicking the 9 ball and leaving yourself a bank on that 8.
There's really no way to go in behind the 9. I think he needs to play this with draw and maybe try to go full into the 9 and even hope he makes the 9, but get a rub on the 8.
Yeah.
He's going to look at going in behind it, but this is so risky going in behind it.
You end up freezing to the 9 ball, you're done.
What he'll need to do is go 2 rails and hit
The 9.
the 9 and hit the 8. Like it's going to clip the 9.
That'll work.
Or
Do that.
how about that?
I like that.
How about hit the 9 full, bank the 8 out just enough to see it straight in. Downtown with a stop shot. Oh, he's going to like this. He's going to like that. Needs the rest, but it's not going to matter. This is a hanger to retake the lead at 7-6 now for Johnny Triple P.
Like I said, he's on his. As long as he can hold his serve now, because he's on the break to get it.
Richard, I'm not exactly sure what these guys are rated. I know they're both mid 600s. I think Johnny's a little in the later 600s. Both 650-ish.
I think I got John saved on my favorites. Well, Ben, you're a 723.
Man, my league games are killing me. Steph Toy ran me out. I'm going to drop more than that this week. Drop another point.
Eric's a 714. He's climbing up. Joe's a 707.
Climbing.
Kevin Osborne playing.
Ozzy's
Grant
not climbing as much as he should.
674.
No Johnny, no Kung Dao yet. Steven, the highest rated here, 752. Good break here from Kung Dao. He's got a shot at this one. Might try to go downtown for a safe here behind the 5. He's got the 7 there as well. He's left Johnny the edge here. 3 rails, missed the 6. Get that cue ball back near where it is now, behind the 5. Well, he tried to hold it off 2 rails.
Yeah.
That's a really tough shot. He's okay. He hasn't sold out anything too easy here. I think you can afford to play the 3-ball combination here. The 2 is so close to the hole.
Yeah. I think you play it so you play the 3 off the rail first.
Yeah, this is one you just need to get the 3 close, and the 2-ball should go in. Yeah, Richard, for the most part, yeah, they're all really, really good players here. Advanced, master, whatever you want to call them, they're all
Elite.
elite. Yeah, another word for them. I know Kung Dao's been playing this game for a long time.
Ooh, Ozzy just scratched on the 8-ball.
Oh, another free win for Grant there.
Yeah.
Could we see a coin move yet?
No, I'll try to pay attention to where Grant moves.
Somebody's on 5. Maybe you can watch when Grant moves a coin. I'm going to guess 5-3 Aussie, but it could be 5-4 Grant. It's my very random prediction. Oh, yeah, that's not how he wanted to hit this ball. Real long on this 4, and I don't know if you can go up and down, miss the 6-7 in between these balls. 5-5 Grant and Aussie. Race to 4 over there, folks. Yeah, trying to miss some traffic. That shot is missable, but he's hooked him behind the 6. Almost.
That'll be a crazy upset if Grant wins that, because Grant does not play 9-foot tables.
It would be quite a massive upset. What has John done here? What has he done? Completely mishit that ball. Now he's got a really tough shot on this 5. He does tend to pot these, though.
Too hard. Short side.
Well, that's not how I would have played it, but he's got a shot here, maybe. Oh, he's struggling a bit here now. He says 0 cue ball control.
Where is this tournament held, Richard's asking? It's in Calgary, Alberta, the Leather Pocket.
I am playing David, just not till tomorrow. And John Graves, poor guy. I kind of sent him in Scott Frost's direction because he said he was in the Phoenix area.
Yeah.
And Scott said wants to know how much the guy wanted to spend on lessons. Didn't have a price per hour, just tried to swindle him for whatever he might want to spend.
I want to spend $5 an hour. That's what I want to spend.
That's what you should have told him, John. Yeah, that would have been the answer for a guy that has the nerve to tell you what do you want to spend on lessons. Interesting. Can't say I'll ever use that approach, but
Yeah.
he was hoping you would say, I want to spend $5,000. Oh, this is not a good shot here. And of all the shots in this match, this is one of the biggest ones.
You got to fire at the bank now.
I actually don't mind lagging this ball.
No?
So I hit about 3/4 of the 9 on the left side with right spin and bank it up to the right where his left elbow is now. I call it lagging the object ball. That's what he's trying to do. He's done okay because it's hard to sell out here. And you got to put the pressure on John when the match is close. You could play the bank in the bottom left like your shot, but you got to make sure you get a two-way cue ball and get the speed correct.
Richard's asking if you're playing the North Dakota, probably the Four Bears tournament again this year.
I'm going to try this year. Depends on the dates and stuff, what they line up with. Can't spend too much time away from home, but that is one of my favorite tournaments of the year, too. Johnny goes for the bank. Misses it by quite a bit. Played the cue ball two-way, though. I know he had the cue ball in mind. This is no gimme when the score is 7-6, let me tell you. If this is the first or the second game in a race to 9, this is a hanger. When the match gets tight like this is a tester. Kung's got nerves of steel, though. I've seen this guy shoot a lot of pressure balls in my time, and he comes with it. One of the better ones under the heat.
That race to 2.
This is
Johnny's still on break.
This is a good match we got going here, guys. So I'm fairly certain that the next match is going to be Rob Phillips and Kyle Knaffel. I look forward to that one, too. Kyle's one of my old teammates, so I'm going to enjoy that one.
He's in tough against Rob.
He's in very tough. One of the best players in Alberta, Rob Phillips. Johnny makes the 1 on the break in the bottom left again. That's like the third time I've seen that happen.
Big 5 ball, though.
He's going to jump this and slash at the 9, I think.
I think you got to.
I think you have to. You almost can't miss the 9 if you hit it.
Well, it's frozen to the 3.
No, there's some space there. He's just going to push it out of the way. I don't blame him for this either. Oh, he almost didn't make it. Got to spot it. I don't know if Johnny took this into account. Snooker players should take this into account, but I don't know if he did. Kung might give this back.
Yeah. Well, you can see the edge of it, but
I think this is the one you got to give back. I don't see a really good shot here. There's definitely no good offensive shot here, and there's a couple of safety options, but none of them are easy.
Stick it behind the 3 and 2 rail the cue ball out of there.
Yeah, like overcut it.
Yeah.
Hit it real thin off the top rail and behind the 3. Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. Because you can just play one ball, too. You don't have to worry about the cue ball. Just playing the 3 here. I like that option. I don't blame Kung Dao at all for giving it back to him, though. Look at this shot Johnny comes with. And Johnny just said, too, he was trying to play it off that top rail. He found pretty good cover here. There is a one rail kick to the left side rail. Not easy, though.
Well, that 9's almost in the way, looking at it from here.
It's pretty close, but I think he's got enough room. And he's got the top rail, too, so he can go 2 rails here. Needs the extension just to reach this. Not easy. This makes controlling the spin a little tougher if he does need siding. See if he plays it with just top. He's going to play it with a little speed. That's pretty good from Kung Dao there, folks.
Yeah, one bank and the side's blocked, but
What a kick he plays. That's a fantastic shot. Looked like he missed the 9 by a
Just a
sliver.
hair.
Like I almost thought I saw the 9 move a bit.
I thought the 9 was in the way.
And you were right, it was really close, yeah. Much closer than I thought. He tried to play safe there, but he didn't get covered. Johnny's going to go 2 rails. Got to make sure the 9 doesn't get in the way here. He's cleared it nicely.
He's sitting good.
Big game here. First one to the hill is big. Takes a little pressure off, knowing you have that one more mistake.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Kung Dao to break next, so Johnny really knows he needs to get out here.
Ooh, under hit that.
Well, on this shot is really tricky.
That 8 ball's in the way.
What you have to do here is play this with bottom inside spin, I think. And you draw to the top rail, but then the left spin, the inside takes it around off 2 rails towards the 7.
No, his 8 was.
I don't like this at all.
No, you're coming. Unless you play it to come way short side and hit that top rail down the bottom.
Yeah, unless he played it to get to the bottom right corner, but he needs to either bank this towards the 9 or he needs to thin it and get the cue ball towards the 9. Thinning it with the rest is very tough to see. I actually don't mind banking this towards the 9 here and leaving the cue ball on the left side rail. As long as you get the speed right on the 7, you should be okay. He's going to thin it. 2 rails, try to get the cue ball behind the 9. Well, he thinned it nicely. Has the cue ball got there? I don't think it has, but
still tough.
This looks a lot easier on the screen than on the table. Like this side view might actually show how tough this shot really is. It's not as easy as it looks on the other view, that's for sure. This is thin. You got to let the cue ball fly. Yeah, he doesn't take it on. Johnny gets another shot. That's sort of the shot I was talking about before. Just get that 7 ball safe.
Johnny's down on that fast.
Johnny likes to play quick. He knows the shots. He doesn't take much time.
Didn't quite get there.
Yeah, he's under hit it by a hair, but that was the right shot he played.
Or maybe he did.
Judging by Kung's body language there, maybe. Just maybe he's found enough cover on that. If he does have to go rail first, it's not too tough. You can kick it towards the right side, or the left side as we're looking now. Maybe send the cue ball back down towards where it is. No, he could see enough to just play safe, and he did well.
It squeaked out.
But it did squeak out. Look at this. And they're both having a good laugh. Just can't get the speed right. These tables play quick.
John hit that good.
That was a very good shot under the pressure. He came with it there. What do I think of the Revo shaft? I'm not a big fan of the Revo. I think it's It's sticky, so it doesn't stay smooth. It's fat or thick, so the taper isn't very nice. And the sound, of all the things, I really can't stand the sound.
Yeah, that ting.
tingy. I mean, to each their own. I've seen players who love it, so it's not a bad shaft. It's just not my cup of tea. I definitely recommend the Jacoby. As far as carbon fibers go, I think that's the best way to go. I know a lot of other players playing with it. They love it.
Well, I like the feel. It's more along lines of the wood shaft that you use, especially the taper.
It's smooth. The taper is nice. It sounds good. Doesn't have that tingy noise. And it's a last-all shaft. I mean, you never have to buy anything else. It'll never warp, scratch, ding, dent. Yeah, there you go, Johnny Graves. Jeremy Jones, he might be your man. Jeremy does lessons. Maybe one of the best teachers out there is Jeremy. So I've been talking about this shot for a while. Kung Dao's going to play it 3 rails. Going to thin the left side of this one. 3 rails, try to get right where he's standing now.
Yeah, that Martin, that SS 360 is an amazing playing wood shaft.
Yeah, that is, in my opinion, the best wood shaft out there, the SS 360.
I still have mine.
Pretty good shot from...
I think you can order it in
there.
longer. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Richard, I think you can order them in longer lengths.
The SS 360?
Well, the 360 you can, and I think the carbon or the Jacoby Black as well. He's going to make a ball, and he's played safe.
Oh, look at this. Johnny had already walked away from the table, and he fluked a ball, and he's got a shot, and he might have wired this 1-3 combo.
Yeah.
This could be big if this goes. I can't see how it doesn't. Looks like it's wired off the horn.
It's only if you hook yourself.
Yeah, he's covered behind the 6. He's going to reach for the jump cue here, I think. And maybe try to jump and hit the left side of the 1 and try to hold the cue ball down on the rail. I don't really like the kick here. You can kick off the top rail where he's standing, but it's
You're going to have to
hard
play
to get
this with
safe.
the inside spin with the way that he's got the 4 ball in the way here.
Yeah, I don't like kicking off the bottom rail either. The bottom or the top rail, you're both.
Well, he'd tap that top right like he was calling it up there, but he's thinking better now. He's getting the thumper out.
He was just upset about where it ended up. He's going to get the thumper. He's going to jump, and I think he's going to try to hit about half of the left side of the 1 and try to bank it over by the 6 and try to leave the cue ball behind the 8-9 ideally. Oh, and look how good he's hit this almost. Wow, that's a pretty good effort from Mr. Pei-Pompi there, but he's given Kung Dao a chance to get to Hill. Oh, David, everybody's won a tournament with a $100 cue. Or
I've won
a free cue, a wall cue, as
yeah.
they say. Play off the wall.
Yeah, we used to win with the bar cues. Now I've won with a Walmart cue.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's first good cue was a Walmart cue.
Oh, no. Actually, my first good cue was a Q-Tech. But
well, first cue, maybe not a good cue, but yeah.
Actually, I was lucky. First cue I had was a Brunswick, or not a Brunswick, Dufferin 25th anniversary snooker.
It's not a bad cue now, yeah.
That's what I learned to play 8-ball with. Crazy.
Let's see, is he following through to bump the 7 here? No, he's staying above it, which is good. He needs a little angle to get closer to the 6. He wants to make sure he's nice and easy on this 6 to get to the 7. You don't want to have a long shot on this 6 getting to the 7, then it's missable. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tougher than he would have liked, because with top spin, the 9 comes into play, and with bottom, he can miss this pot and be a little further away from the 7 than he would like, even if he makes the pot.
Still playing like a dog.
And he's got to hit underneath this bottom right spin, cheat the angle a bit. Hard enough to clear the 9-8, which is smart. Most people try to just stay on the right side of the 8 there. It's too risky. He made a good shot.
Just don't try to get too fancy here with your shape with that 8 ball.
Yeah, just make sure you're not hooked by the 9.
And where he's pointing,
That's perfect.
yeah, perfect, but you overroll that by about 3 inches from where he's pushing it. You've got the 9 in the way.
What I do here is just pot the 7 however I can. Whatever the easiest way to make the 7 is, that's what you do.
Well, I think I just stun draw it just off the rail a few inches and play the 8 ball.
Yeah, I like the just stun to middle table, but he's going to roll it just to make sure he pots it.
It's a good angle there.
Yeah, he's fine here. This should be hill. Little left spin, just got to make sure he doesn't clip the 9 somehow on the way through.
I think he has to put left, just straight top on this, and he's probably good.
Yeah, even just top is fine, yeah. I like just that touch of left, like he hit it there, it was good. That's for 8. 8. We got our first hill match. Only the second match of the tournament. John Pay Pompey to break. If you didn't click that share button before, guys, click it now.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, your family, it's Hill, folks.
The Hill match brought to you by
Graham Realty.
Yeah, our sponsors. Peter Chow, he's a fellow pool player here in Calgary. You guys are looking to buy or sell a house in Calgary and area, give him a call.
Johnny P. is going to use his 1 time in the first match here.
Oh.
Ideally, you save that until the final, but
Yeah.
he's going to need to use it in the first match, his 1 time. He cut it more than he has been. 3 ball on the side, the 5 in the corner. Is the 1-9 on, or is the 2 blocking?
2.
I feel like this other camera angle is really going to tell us, and it
2
looks
is
like
blocking.
the 2 is blocking. He would have loved to just hammer in that 1-9 combo and call it a night.
Yeah.
He's got a fairly routine safe shot here, though, I think.
What do you do?
I think he can just bank the 1 up where he's standing, and he can send the cue ball 2 rails behind the 6. He went the other way, but this is a good shot too. I don't think he's left the edge. If he left the edge of this 1, he might be in trouble. Kung could play a good returning safe. Kung says, is that a push? So I'm going to assume he can't see any of it. He's going to kick, and he's going to kick hard because he needs to get a rail after. Oh, and what a shot from Kung Dao there with the kick safe. Johnny's getting the thumper out. This would definitely be a full cue jump.
Yeah, because you're only jumping the sides. If he's got clearance on that 6, he's pretty close to the 6.
Yeah, if he's that close to the 6, he might not even be jumping to hit the 1 directly. He might be jumping to the rail to kick the 1.
I don't mind that, because the 3 is hanging over that pocket.
Or he's looking like he might even be able to see through the window to just hit the 1 directly.
Wow.
If not, he's got to go to this side rail, the left side rail. Yeah, and this is real tough.
Well, that's good for the sponsorship too, you know. That probably makes them good.
He had
All the
4
way
rails there as well. Well, the 3 rails as well, but
They have some good sort of contract there with
first chance goes to Kung Dao at Hill. And this is a pretty good look. The only tough shot I see is maybe the 4 to the 6. The 4 is closest to the bottom left of your screen. The thing is, the 3 over the side kind of leads you to wherever you need to be on the 4. Looks like he got good on this too. And I think he needs to draw 2 rails around the 8 ball here. So it's still not that easy. He's not out of the woods yet. I don't know if I like going forward to bump the 6, maybe bump the 6 into a better spot.
Ooh, missed it. Played it with inside.
Wow, and that was tough to control. I guess he knew if he nudged half of the 6, he was still gonna be carried out by that left spin. Let's see what he's got. Is he straight in? Is he drawing close to the side where he's standing? I think he is. He doesn't like it. He's shaking his head. I would not like this either. Just wanted any kind of angle, and now he needs to like punch this off one rail with spin. Does he get there? He doesn't. This is not over yet. This match has at least one more twist in it.
Do you try to set him behind the 8 ball here?
I think, yeah, with just the touch of left spin. Maybe just to drag it a bit, but I don't mind the way he's going now. Just flick the left side. It's a little safer of a shot. Tougher to sell out here. You're always going to leave a real tough shot. As long as he doesn't overhit it way down here. Well, he didn't want to be that far. He wanted to hit it thinner for one.
Does he have enough to cut that?
Oh, yeah, he's got enough. It's real tough, but I think he's got enough. If not, he's got the initiative here. He can play a little bank. Try to maybe hold the cue ball behind the 8.
He's looking if he's got enough to cut it.
Yeah, from this angle it looks a lot closer. Side angle here doesn't tell us too much of what we need to know. Let's see what he does here. I think he's got to attack. I think he has enough to cut it in. This is tricky for Hill though. This is a tester.
Off the rail, yeah. Do you ever just roll down and tap it up the rail? And I'll watch it.
This is the right call from Kung Dao at Hill. I think you need a ref here. Don't mind it. Don't mind the call from Kung Dao. A little left spin. Johnny might just be able to cut this ball in, but the left spin is tough to get with the cue ball on the rail. He's hitting it slow. It's a good hit, but look at this rub. He pay-pom-peed him. That is what we refer to on Barry's team as a pay-pom-peed him. That was a little bit fortunate from Johnny. Used his one time there on the roll. Kung's not happy, but just needs to find a good shot here. Never know when you might just find a good kick safe.
That was close.
Definitely a good hit.
Yep.
But yeah, close as far as trying to cut it in. I don't know if it really went, right?
No, it did, yeah. But he couldn't have got any closer to that 8 ball.
I don't think he could have, yeah. Thanks, Arthur.
I swore that 8 ball was moving first, but he hit that about the best he could.
Oh, he got
And
the
got lucky.
ultimate jelly roll, yeah. This is the shot. Hit this with left spin, hit it full, and try to kick it behind the 8. Oh, he slashed at it and didn't hit it. I think you got to hit that with control at Hill. I don't think you can afford to just bash it and hope something good happens.
Pressure on these 3 or 4, even though they're sitting open.
This is by far a gimme. I mean, needs to get good on the 7 so that he's not awkward on the 8. And this is not where I want to be on the 7. I'm really surprised he didn't get to center table there.
Yeah, because then you just play the 2 rails.
And just take the angle to the top rail. He's played this awkward now. Is he going forward off 2 or 3 rails here? Oh, he stroked that very well. A little bounce here, he's going to be perfect. Draw straight back, play the 9 in the top left, and
I just take
wipe
the
the
stop shot
sweat
if
off
you
his
can.
forehead. He's going to be wiping the sweat here. Needs to bear down one more ball to sneak his way out of this match. Could have went either way.
In the heart.
He does well. What
Great
a match there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an entertaining one, folks. So I think the next match is going to be Kyle Knaffel and Rob Phillips. Should be coming up right away, guys.
But we're going to reset. We'll be back when they're ready to start. So, if you are brand new to watching Q Sports Live, make sure you've gone to our Facebook page, click that like button, and the same with our YouTube channel. Okay, we do have Rob Phillips and Kyle coming up next. Just got confirmation, so we'll be back when they're ready to start, guys. Should be anywhere in about 5 or 10 minutes.